Hey, yo, we back in this. We back to business. What's good? Hold up. Hold up. We back up in this. We back to business. Shout out to Slick Daddy. What's good? Pause. That name a little pause worthy. What's up with the fight world? What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Isaiah already starting. He tripping. Oh, I feel good. Listen, I had to come correct. We chilling, well rested. The kid with the golden voice. Hey, listen, YouTube out there hating. I see them. They out here hating. They not sending no notifications, like none. Not none. Like barely anyone's getting a notification. People been hitting me up, all types of stuff. So what I need you guys to do, if you dig the content, come back daily. I'm dropping the heat. I'm going to be dropping the heat. I don't know about YouTube. I don't know the algorithm. We still getting top dollar. So as long as they get my money right, that's good. But come back, throw a like on the video. I'm dropping the heat. That's it. That's all you got to worry about. When it comes to boxing, I got y'all. I don't know about you. I guess you have to just check back to the channel. We about to pulverize this YouTube algorithm. I promise you. Like I always do. I'm going to punish them. Bro, they always do this. We have a great, successful Boxing Eagle watch party, and then they just start reducing the notifications. And they did it right after the Tank Davis. I have no idea why they're doing that. It's like they trying to stagnate the lives or something. Daquandre, what's up? But it don't matter. We still getting that money. The money keep coming in. So that's all that y'all should be worried about is we good. We got a Cash App. $15. Oh my gosh. See, I told you the money keep coming in. This one is from Abdullah Pratt. He says, salute Ego. I'm an ER doctor. It says, hit my line about Teofimo. Oh, he might know something. Shout out to Abdullah. Listen, he got it cracked off. I just seen that. We got a $15 in the Cash App to get us cracking. In this video, I'm going to talk about the hatred for Tank Davis. It's getting out of hand, y'all. It's getting out of hand. It's getting crazy, y'all. And listen, I don't be doing a bunch of hooting and hollering and embellishing. What I'm saying is real. Shout out to my boy Kamal Oz with the $2. Gang, gang. He said, this is breaking news. Triple G versus the cast of Party of Five. He fought Scott Wolf in January. Man, get him out of here. Where is Triple G? Bro, Triple G out here. Listen, I'm glad you brought up Triple G this time. You know why? Because, okay, how is Triple G, all this hate that people got for a 27-year-old Gervonta Davis, where is any of that energy for Triple G? Bro, Triple G is out there hiding, trying to fight Kid and Play and all this stuff. Class at work that Monday. He tried to fight Duncan Penderhughes, and he hiding. He's 40 years old, and he hasn't fought one time this year. Remember when Gervonta Davis fought one time? He had a lot of stuff, I think, outside of the ring going on. He fought Jesus Cuellar, and Eddie Hearn was like, oh, yeah, you know, I feel bad for Gervonta. He's like, oh, he needs to be more active. He need to come to DAZN. What are we talking about? So you were worried about, listen, this is how dumb old media is. So you were worried about a 24, 25 at the time year old Gervonta Davis because he only had one fight for a particular year. But Eddie Hearn got Tevin Farmer, and I ain't seen him since the dinosaurs was around. Where is Tevin Farmer, bro? So remember Eddie Hearn told Gervonta Davis, oh, I feel bad. He needs to sign to DAZN because he's too good and special to be fighting one time a year. And then the guy you told him to fight, which you were co-promoting, Tevin Farmer, I ain't seen him since 200 BC. I ain't seen him since the Crauds. since the Ice Age with Sid and them. Where's Tevin Farmer? And you advised Tevin Farmer to not take a deal on Showtime. They offered him Tank fight, and it was for a couple milli, and he turned it down. And then now, I don't even know if he boxed. I don't know where he's been. His profile been super low. Then you look at Mr. Had No Guys, Triple G. Guys, I sit back with this pack of zigzags and this bag of this weed that gives me the most meanest MC. Bro, you look at Triple G, it's like where he been. Ever since he got to DAZN, he barely even fighting. Shook up the world, bro. I'm the best in boxing history. Do you understand this? In boxing history, I didn't know it was gonna be this way. But when it comes to this boxing talk in the digital age, I'm the best at that. I make the most sense. We making the most money. Man, you better stop playing, bro. Bro, I sit back with this bag of zigzags and this bag of this weed that gives me the most meanest. Bro, because I am whatever you say I am. Where's Triple G at, bro? Everybody worried about Tank on Tank, duh. Man, where Triple G? Where Tevin Farmer? Eddie Hearn problems. Man, stop playing. When's Demetrius Andre gonna get a big fight? Man, stop playing. Shout out to Cameron Renfro. Act like y'all been know. Cameron said Triple G is ruining the middleweight division. Yeah, because he got a belt that he really shouldn't have got because Derevchenko whooped that boy tail, then later lost to black fighters, Jamal Charlo and Carlos Adames. And I don't even know if he black. I think he Dominican, but he darker than me. Bro, Carlos Adames, he black. He black today. I think he from the DR, but he darker than me, bro. Let's get it. He darker than me. Bro, he out here dark skinned he repping for the dark skin, team dark skin, cut. So y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing. I'm best in the business. Y'all have never seen nothing like this. I'm unapologetic. I don't care. Y'all don't get it. I'm unapologetic. Y'all some Ninja Turtles. I'll shred it. Listen. Oh my God. I said, y'all don't get it. I'm unapologetic. Y'all some Ninja Turtles. I'ma shred it. I'll hit y'all like Shredder, like Krang. What is Shredder? We must get the Ninja Turtles. Man, stop playing with me. Stop playing, dog. Gervonta would get schooled by Loma. You just got schooled by the shooters, so say something about that. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Oh my gosh, we gonna hit y'all with that Jamaican dirty wine. Just give me the light and pass the drug. Bro, we like Sean the Ball. Bro, my shooters is Sean Paul. They gonna give you the light, make you see the light. Y'all better stop playing. Shout out to Kamal Oz. Bro, just give me the light. My shooters gonna get you. Stop playing with us. Kamal Oz, my guy. $10. It looking like a bottle of Sunny Delight. Bro, who is this? F Society. Yeah. We go get him out of here. Anyway, the money keep coming in. Triple G fighting the likes of Robert England. That's Freddy Krueger. Tobin Bell and Pitbull. He talking about the singer Pitbull, not Isaac Cruz. Ducking Munguia, Andrade, and Jamal Charlo, and Canelo fighting the Gods Must Be Crazy, yet they hate on Tank for fighting Pitbull Cruz and taking Jose Pedraza's O. Facts. What's up, Yolanda? Yolanda's being lazy today. I'm just taking a random guess. Man, where is Triple G in this planet? Like, I haven't seen him fight since Paulie Shore was out. Cool, buddy. No reason to juice. Bro, where has Triple G been? That's all I need to know. Nobody says anything. They're getting on Gervonta Davis's case and saying, oh, Tank. Where's Triple G? Y'all the one that said he was the beast. You know what I mean? Bro, Comey so bad. I knew he was going to lose. When he put them dreads in his head with the dyed tips, listen, I've been in boxing for so long, I know the signs. When fighters start doing weird things like Richard Comey, he gonna randomly, like the whole career, he had different hairstyles, but he had it dreads, and he put he looked like tarantula, you know. It looked like a tarantula because he dyed the tips blonde. I was like, it's over. The fact that you just put that in your head at age 38 or whatever age he is, it was over. Just like Teofimo. I told you Kambosos was going to beat him when he started getting all them tattoos and smoking hookah. Bro, I know the signs. When fighters start getting, remember Victor Ortiz got that big back piece and he started quitting and fight? I don't know, dude. I just think I'm too young to be getting beat up like this. I was like, okay, it's over for the boy Victor. Victor, bro, I don't trust when the fighters start doing this weird, like you just blowing money and nah, bro. I knew when Victor Ortiz, he told that story about how his dad insulted, because Victor Ortiz, his back piece used to say Ortiz on the back, his back, like real big letters. And his dad said something. He said, you'll never make it or something. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll show you. And he covered up his last name. And he started talking weird. He was like, I don't know, dude. I told Floyd, you're literally talking to a tree, bro. Like, what does that even mean, bro? Victor Ortiz, he was spaced out at that time. He said, you talking to a tree, bro. What does that mean? You're a tree? You're a piece of wood? What type of tree? You're a redwood? A eucalyptus? What are you talking about? I think I'm the only sane one that makes sense. And Ego, the YouTube boxing panhandler. Okay. Block him. Yeah, get him out of here. You're literally talking to a tree, bro. So you're literally a tree. In your mind, you think you're a tree. So you just go to a forest and just blend in, and everyone's like, oh, where's Victor? Where I don't see. Anybody seen Victor Ortiz? You just go to a forest and blend in. Bro, is that what you think this is? You think you could just go to the woods, to a forest, and then people can't find you? Calling the cops and stuff. Yeah, I'd like to report a missing person. We went to the woods with Victor Ortiz and we lost him. And Victor Ortiz played like a tree. Man, come on, bro. Hold on, Kamal send a super chat. Let's go. Triple G been hiding since the movie Encino Man and Alpha's out. Facts. But everybody's ragging on Gervonta's case. Here's the other issue. Lomachenko was on the ESPN telecast outright hating. He was outright hating. I'm just telling y'all what it is. They asked Lomachenko if Tank was good, and this man said no, of course not. Man, get him out of here, bro. What are we talking about? Like, you that much of a hater that you just can't say he's a good fighter. Like, even if you think you could beat him, I don't have no problem with that. You're a fighter. Of course, you want to think you have a chance versus anybody. I'm not even mad at that. But to outright flagrantly say that Gervonta Davis is a bad fighter, like, come on, bro. And like, Lomachenko got like 400 amateur fights, and you can't decipher that Tank Davis is a good fighter, bro. But you bragging about Luke Campbell and saying Luke Campbell is a good fighter. Man, get him out of here, bro. Get Loma out of here. I don't even want to watch his fights. Then, to make that more messed up, the hate continues. Southpaw Boxing 77 was good. The hate continues. Not only did he say that Tank on the ESPN telecast that Tank was not a good fighter, he said and start propping up Ryan Garcia. And he was like, yeah, oh, Ryan, oh. What? Like, listen, I'm not mad if you think Ryan Garcia is a good fighter, but you just looking crazy, bro. This is what happens when people hate. This is how crazy you look. Like, if you said both of them are good fighters, then I wouldn't even be mad at that. But to outright say Gervonta, who's actively fighting, is not a good fighter, and then say Ryan Garcia surprised you and he's top level. I mean, you smoking that Zaza, open his lot, bro. It just sounds crazy. And this is a man who has 2 gold medals and 400 fights. You got that much hate in your heart because you have a lot of experience to be saying some stuff like that. Tank beat Pitbull Cruz, who we don't even know if Ryan Garcia could beat because Oscar most likely won't make it despite Ryan wolfing and saying he wants to fight. Put it this way. Let's vote right now. Who believes that Ryan's next fight will be Tank's last opponent, Gervonta's last opponent, Isaac Cruz? Who believes that's Ryan's next fight? Let's vote. And then we could come. See, the great thing about what I do is it's all breadcrumbs. It's all documented. Every word that I've ever spoken regarding boxing, not every word, but for the most part, is recorded. So since we'll have a great, neutral spot and video, because it's only we're entering 2022, so it'll be a new year before you guys know it. Shout out to Kamal Oz. Meanwhile, unlike Tank, Loma is afraid to go up to 140. That's a fact too. Kamal is just bodying you. So look, nobody believes Ryan Garcia's next fight will be against your boy, Isaac Cruz. So it's easy from the sidelines for people like Ryan Garcia and De La Hoya to say, oh, Tank's overrated, Tank sucks, Tank's fighting C-level people, but Ryan's fighting nobody. I'd rather fight a C-level person, and you guys just this is, now we get to see, as your boy, the king and the god of boxing talk, continues to talk. You guys get to see the agenda that is being laid out. Who's to say who these B-side opponents, how good some of them are? You guys are attempting to allow old media to leverage and suggest to you who is a top quality win. And that's not the reality, because upon further review, if you look deeper and deeper, you'll see that old media starts propping up a people. That sounds crazy. Propping up a people. They start propping up a fighter or a particular win like it's the end all be all. And it's like, how do we know that person got the juice like that? You know what I mean? Roger Givens. So since old media is saying Tank only fights bums and C-level fighters, are they saying Mexican boxing is trash since he's been cooking Mexicans? I don't know about that, but I mean, his last 3 opponents have been Mexican or Mexican-American, but I don't know what they're saying. You got to ask old media, to be honest. This is not what I've been saying. I'm just rehashing what Lomachenko and old media are spouting. So, for example, this is what I mean. Richard Comey, what made him the quality win and fighter to beat at lightweight? Because Top Rank told you? Because old media told you? Like, what significant, like, verifiable, identifiable things has Richard Comey done at any top level to show you he's a menace and he, you know what I'm saying, he's the guy to beat? Because Tank Davis is being ostracized, the black fighter. He's being ostracized while Lomachenko is being given props, and his resume consists of some Mariagas and some Toyota Corollas and some Nakatanis and some Richard Comeys. So none of that, according to old media, is cherry picking or fighting down or whatever. So that's what I'm trying to understand. What made Mariaga, because I just watched Mariaga on Tank's undercard, and he just lost that fight. And he had already lost to Nicholas Walters by the time Lomachenko fought him, because that really was a victory for Nicholas Walters. So that I'm really trying to understand how these, like, how you guys with old media are trying or attempting to rank these B-sides. Like in 2021, if I had a boxing team, like where I'm like, we're going to travel around the country and whoever's team had the most wins the jackpot, I wouldn't put Richard Comey on my lightweight team. No offense to the guy. I would pick Isaac Pitbull Cruz before I picked in 2021 Richard Comey. That's the God honest truth. I would pick Mario Barrios and have the Barrios rocking with me, La Raza rocking with me, and put him on this squad before I put in Nakatani. Nakatani? What's his claim to fame? Giving Tio a tough fight and losing? Getting hurt by Felix Verdejo and then coming back to stop him? I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, how do we do? So nobody has knocked Pitbull Cruz out. Nobody. I don't even know a fight where he was like mad hurt. I have no fights where Nakatani was hurt. Same thing with Comey. Tio made Comey do the stanky leg in 2 rounds. So what made him the Harlem Globetrotters of B-sides, but then when Tank, his opposition is being laid out, it's like, oh, what a cherry pick. This sucks. Bro, I literally on everything. I did this already. I'm the best at this boxing talk. I promise you. If you look at Lomachenko's last 2 opponents, you look at Ryan Garcia's last 2 opponents, and you look at Tank Davis's last 2 opponents. So forget the A sides, Loma, Ryan, and Tio. In those respective last 2 fights, those guys were the A side stars or whatever. So we'll just set them aside. We'll put them on the table, set them aside. If you had a boxing, you had to create a team, and the fighter you chose, it was a tandem. You had to have a duo. 2 fighters, you had to put them on your team, and you stood to make a $10 million jackpot if you guys won the tournament. Would you pick Ryan Garcia's last 2 opponents, Luke Campbell in 2021, and then Fonseca, whatever year he fought him, right? That's Ryan's last 2 opponents. Would you choose Lomachenko's last 2 opponents, right? Which is Nakatani this year, after Tio had already beaten him after a war with Verdejo, and Richard Comey in 2021? Or would you have picked Gervonta's 2021 fights, Mario Barrios and Isaac Pitbull Cruz? If you had to make a 2, you could win $10 million if you pick the right 2 people that get the furthest in the tournament and win the tournament. I'm rocking with Team Tank and the people that Tank fought in 2021 over who Ryan Garcia last fought or Lomachenko. I promise you on everything. I think Mario Barrios has more potential to beat his seed of the tournament at 140 than Richard Comey has an opportunity in 2021 to beat all the other lightweights that are available. Same thing with Nakatani. Y'all get bodied, and it's so easy for me. Listen, I'm gonna find new things to impress y'all on the channel, but y'all getting bodied, so I got to get new challenges. You know, that's how it kind of goes. We as creators, sometimes when you reach that elite ego level, you get kind of bored. So like, this is getting too easy, so I got to put more on my plate. I need a little more. I need some more pressure. So yeah, this is too easy. So yeah, I would pick, if it was Team Loma and it was his last 2 opponents on your team for the tournament, Team Ryan, Team Tank, then I would pick Team Tank. I would trust that Tank's B-side opponents to win the $10 million jackpot well over Fonseca. Like, bro, keep in mind, Fonseca had already lost to Tank, and he had already lost to Tevin Farmer by the time Ryan got him. So you got to know boxing. You got to know boxing. That's who I would pick, right? Nakatani, like, bro, who he had already lost to Tio, and he already had a war with Felix Verdejo, who's a murderer, by the time Loma even fought him. So I don't understand how Lomachenko's win this year are being propped up as if he was like defeating guys that nobody thought had a chance. He had a chance to beat. What are we talking about? That's how you could tell it's an agenda. That's how you could tell it's an agenda. And that's what a lot of these promoters are doing, like Top Rank and DAZN. They give you a cup of noodle and they trying to tell you this is steak. Bro, Lomachenko versus Comey is straight cup of noodle. Pick a flavor. Beef, shrimp, whatever. Chicken. Y'all like chicken? Pollo? Y'all like chicken? Okay. That was cup of noodle. That wasn't a steak meal. Just because someone tells me it's this cup of noodle, this is different. Bro, that's a cup of noodle. I don't care if it's shrimp. That's not a delicacy. You don't go to France and they eating cup of noodles. They eating crepes. Bro, they eating real. They eating escargot, macargot, 160 swift. Like, bro, that's not a delicacy. Cup of noodle, the actual cup of noodle, that costs like 19 cents. It costs like 19 cents to buy a cup of noodle. You're not going to convince me that's a steak dinner. And listen, I eat cup of noodle for here and there. But you're not going to convince me that that's surf and turf. Bro, that's not a gourmet meal. And the sodium is through the roof. Good luck. Ryder ducks David Morrell, and he doesn't fight Bivol. That's another issue. Shout out to Kamal Oz. You're not going to convince me that Loma and Comey in 2021 is a steak dinner. But for whatever reason, old media, they're telling you it's a steak dinner. Oh, you beat Comey. Oh, Comey. Bro, Comey? Really? The guy that Teofimo beat in 2 rounds on the Crawford Mean Machine undercard? Okay. I mean, that's cool. And Loma wasn't even coming off a loss because he had already beat Nakatani. So why is Loma, who's older than Tank and 30-something, why is he fighting a Comey at this point of his career? And you wonder why Lomachenko's never been on pay-per-view, because that ain't it. Like, bro, that ain't it. That ain't it. Like, you will never be able. So no matter what, that's the funny thing. All these people hating on Tank, the black fighter. Okay. But guess what? You wouldn't even dare put Lomachenko versus no damn Comey on no PPV pay-per-view. You would never put that on pay-per-view. The number, if Crawford and Porter did like abysmal, then Comey and Lomachenko, that 2 packs of ass, bro. The numbers would be 2 packs of ass if Lomachenko fought on pay-per-view. You understand that? So this is, now you guys see into the creepy world of boxing why people hate and talk about Tank and all this other stuff. They trying to run their numbers up, just like the same reason they talk about me in boxing. You go to boxing, type my name, a bunch of videos of people I never even talked to, and my name all in the title. Oh, boxing ego exposed. Ego sucks. That's what happens when you broke and desperate and you trying to run your numbers up. It's a reality. You ain't never seen names in my title for other people in boxing. I don't care, bro. I don't care what no one's doing. McCoy said Loma looked average. No wonder he gave up his belt to avoid Devin. Ness, you bugging. That's a regular. You bugging. I don't know why you did that. Ness, come on, man. He's a regular. I don't know why you did him like that. Y'all just be clapping. Y'all got to get the likes up, bro. I don't know what the deal is. Devin Haney said on Mike Tyson Hot Boxing, him and his dad reached out to Loma years ago to get a fight, didn't get a response from Loma. Haney will end his reign and Loma knows it. Bro, listen, the funny thing is, it's like elementary school when you're in grade school and you like a girl, so you be mean to her, you act mean to her. It's like opposite day. It's like that. Same thing. Oftentimes what old media says is the truth. It's actually the truth for the fighters that they're saying it. You see what I'm saying? Like they'll say Tank ain't a star and all that, but reality is Lomachenko's not a star. They'll tell you Lomachenko is masterful Picasso of boxing, but he's not a star. But they'll never say he's not a star, but they'll tell you that Tank Davis ain't a star. You see, I know y'all got to pay attention because the ride get trippy. Because you got some people on your side that say you're enemies, but in real life, they odds on your money. It's a dirty game, y'all. Be careful about who you don't. Listen, you have never heard old media say Lomachenko is not a star. Surprise, motherfucker, he's not a star. But they'll tell you Tank ain't a star. And they'll hate and do polls. Oh, Tank's numbers. Who's buying the pay-per-view? And do all this stuff to hate. And Tank still got LeBron James, Space Jam 2 in the crowd. And this is the thing. You see how they try to tear down and deconstruct black fighters? Doing all these polls. Oh, who's getting to solicit negativity? Who's buying Tank's fight? Priced at $80. Bro, it's $80. Y'all ain't never went on a dinner date? I spend that on like DoorDash. Y'all broke as hell. Y'all broke as hell, always complaining about boxing, bro. Like, if you're a baseball fan, you want to go to a San Francisco Giants game, guess what? Pay for tickets, motherfucker. Pay for the tickets. You're like, oh man, tickets are $200 for lower level. Don't go then. Watch it on TV with your broke ass. Bro, it's crazy. It's like only this sport has this lunacy where people are allegedly fans of boxing and they constantly complaining about having to pay for boxing. I've been to basketball games. I've been to Warriors games. I've been to Kings games. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if you want to go, then you pony up and you pay. If you don't, sit your ass at home. It's that simple. If you broke, mow a couple lawns and then you can afford the Tank fight. You know, wash some cars. I mean, I shouldn't have to think, go on Etsy. Y'all like Etsy, right? Go to Etsy. Go to Offer Up and put a couple of offers up. I shouldn't have to do this for y'all. But you see all this constant hate, like, oh, yeah, oh, Tank, $80. Oh. Buy it or don't buy it. It's up to you. That's not going to stop LeBron from going and buying his ticket or comp or whatever they did to get him in there. Yeah, mow some lawns. Go wash some windows with the little squeegee. Go get you a squeegee. You can get them on Amazon for a good deal. Get you a squeegee. I haven't bought a fight in 6 years. Block him. I don't care. I don't care what you have bought. You broke, so I don't care. I don't care what Richard. Like, listen, this is my channel. Y'all not going to come and distract. Y'all don't get the picture. You think you Venus and Serena dad, but you not a King Richard. Listen, oh my gosh. I said I get with y'all. Y'all don't get it. This is my channel. Y'all don't get the picture. You think you Venus and Serena dad, but you not a King Richard. That's a bar. Oh my gosh, bro. Y'all let me flame y'all with bars. Listen, I said I come get with you, but y'all don't get the picture. You think you Venus and Serena dad, but you ain't a King Richard. That's a bar. Flame him with a new shout out to Will Smith. Go see his movie. Bro, I'm out here promoting Will Smith movies, hitting y'all with the golden voice and the bars. Y'all better get the likes up. Stop playing, bro. Get Richard out of here. It's easy, bro. I told him, you like dice, I'll shake you. You ain't a golden boy, Oscar, Richard Schaefer. Listen, I said, these dudes messing with me, they gonna die. I shake you. Dice, die, you get it? Messing with me, these boys gonna die. I shake you. You not a golden boy, Oscar, Richard Schaefer. Bro, what? Come on, bro. Y'all dealing with something different. I said, messing with me, they gonna die, and I shake you. You not a golden boy, Oscar, Richard Schaefer, Golden Boy Richard. Oh, man, come on, bro. I'll blaze any one of you right in front of you. My shooter's going to put the gun on you. Listen, I'll blaze any one of you right in front of you. My shooters put the gun to you. Stop playing, bro. It's over. Anywho. Yeah, bro. They hating on Tank crazy. It's sad. Loma, but see, this is what I'm saying. It still don't change the fact that Loma's still not on pay-per-view and he 30-something. He ain't never been on pay-per-view once. Shout out to Daylight. Loma is, so no matter how much you say Tank is in his 20s and he's on his third pay-per-view. See, these are the realities that y'all, listen, these are the realities that y'all can't deal with. Loma is in his 30s and he ain't never been on pay-per-view. And it don't look like he gonna be on pay-per-view anytime soon. Maybe if he gets the Kambosos fight, I don't know where they would put that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they put that on pay-per-view. I don't know. That's why they keep mentioning Tank and hating. And then, bro, this man had the nerve to say that Tank ain't good, but Ryan Garcia getting knocked down by Luke Campbell shows he's top level. So let me get this straight. So now you got to get broke up and knocked down with foolish shots that you should have seen coming a mile away. That's what you got to do to show that you're good? Man, come on, bro. Real ones know TV. Gang. ESPN and DAZN disparage every elite black fighter that signed to PBC on their broadcast. PBC never does that. And I'm glad you brought that up. Shout out to Real Ones Know TV. The funny thing is, now we see the real agenda. Remember when when Terrence Crawford, listen, everything I'm saying on this mic is true. Book it. Remember when Terrence Crawford was not represented on a PBC broadcast and all of boxing Twitter lost their mind and YouTube people make a video. Oh, PBC, they won't put Terrence Crawford's picture up in the welterweight. Remember, because it was like Arrow fighting Danny Garcia and it said like top welterweights and they put like Arrow, Keith, Ugas, Danny, Sean Porter, and they didn't show Sean Porter's picture. All of boxing Twitter was up in arms. They were insulted. They felt devastated. They felt that PBC, dealt Bud Crawford a bad hand, and they lowballed him by not putting him up on the graphic. So that was a problem. But then ESPN dedicating their telecast to badmouthing Gervonta Davis, that's all fun and games, and that's all good, bro. I mean, anyone with a brain can hear what I'm saying and understand that I'm not insane. Listen. I said I'm not playing. Anybody with a brain can understand what I'm saying and understand I'm not insane when I'm saying these sayings. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. So how is it worse to just not put Bud's picture up and acknowledge him as one of the top welterweights? How is that more of a talking point to the point where people are tweeting and making videos about it? But then Gervonta is criminally insulted and they said, oh, Tank, take the training wheels off, man. What? Take the training wheels off, but he fought at 140. Why don't Ryan fight at 140? Go fight Brandon Lee or Regis Prograis at 140. And take the training wheels off Ryan Garcia. Bro, I dare Golden Boy to make that. Regis Prograis and Ryan Garcia. Make that. You'll see. Tank at least peeked his head at 140 against a big 140 champion, or at least a guy with a belt. Y'all loved it when Canelo was fighting for a belt, Rocky Fielding. Tank does it, and they say, oh, that's not a real belt. Come on, bro. And again, what made Richard Comey the it guy in Nakatani? What have they done to show that they the ones? That's Lomachenko's last 2 fights. So what makes those opponents superior? And you know what the funny thing is this? The funny thing is this. The hilarious thing is this. Ryan Garcia and Lomachenko, 2 non-black fighters, have not been insulted for their last 2 fights. Is that cap or fact? We're going to play my game. Is that cap or fact? Listen, is that cap or fact? Ryan Garcia and Lomachenko, 2 non-black fighters, have not been insulted, especially by old media, for their resume and or last 2 fights. Is that cap or fact? Okay, everybody's saying facts, so I can keep going. So 2 non-black fighters, Ryan Garcia and Lomachenko, not only have they not been insulted for their last 2 fights, they've been praised as if like, oh, they fighting the best. They're willing to fight the best. A black fighter, Gervonta Davis, he has been insulted for his recent fights and his whole resume. They say, oh, he don't have no good names. Last time he fought someone good was Jose Pedraza. Is that cap or fact? Tank Davis has been insulted for his resume. A black fighter, Tank Davis, has been frequently picked on and insulted, saying he ain't fighting nobody. Take the training wheels off. These fights suck, and you're not fighting anyone. Is that cap or is that fact? So we can run through this. I do this. I run through this whole game. Listen, I said I do this. I run through this. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. So we just established 2 facts. The funny thing is this. Let me connect the dots for you. So we just decided that 2 non-black fighters, Ryan Garcia and Lomachenko, have not been ostracized for their resume and or their last 2 fights. 1 black fighter signed to PBC and Al Heyman has been ostracized. You're not fighting anyone. Take the training wheels off. You suck. Ironically enough, you look at Tank's last 3 fights, they all had high levels of competitive work. Leo Santa Cruz came out and was really scrapping. He got knocked out brutally. I get it. But he was out there scrapping. He made the weight and he was actually trying, and he was actually giving Tank some things to think about. Tank even had a mouse under his eye, and he actually showed up. He actually showed up trying to win. Brutally knocked out, but props to LSC, Leo Santa Cruz, because he really was trying. He wasn't trying to get knocked out. It just would happen. Mario Barrios, another person. If you look at the fight, he was actually coming to fight. And it got to the point where I think Floyd Mayweather told Tank, bro, he's up. You got to go out there and get this kid. Go get him. You know what to do, blah, blah, blah. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't live with regrets. Go ahead and turn it up. So that goes to show you that Mario Barrios was handling business and doing his own thing and making the fight too close for comfort, to the point where Floyd had to get that extra charge about Tank. And Isaac Cruz, that's the most recent, so I don't really have to spend any time talking about that, right? We know Isaac Cruz was coming to win, and we know he was doing he was blocking some shots and, you know, trying to do the little imitation Mike Tyson, great body work. He was actually trying. So the point I'm making is this. The guy being insulted for his last 3 opponents actually, and they're all Mexican or Mexican-American, Leo Santa Cruz, Mario Barrios, and Isaac Cruz out of Mexico. They were all coming to win. They were all banging. They was all trading. They was all fighting despite the outcome. And 2 of the 3 Tank knocked out. Meanwhile, you look at Lomachenko. Nakatani got whooped. He looked stupid, bro. Nakatani got whooped. You look at Richard Comey, he got whooped. It's not even competitive. You look at Fonseca, he got knocked out in 1 round. And you look at Luke Campbell, okay, that was competitive. So the 2 non-black fighters, you look at between 4 opponents that they fought in their last 2 fights, 1 of those fights were competitive, and that was Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell. Everything else was one-sided. Now, some people are going to argue that it's because Lomachenko is just so great and that he makes everybody look like that. I don't subscribe to that. I don't think that I'm not saying Loma's not a good fighter, but I don't think Loma is invincible, nor is any fighter. So it's the matchmaking, clever matchmaking, putting him here with flat-footed Richard Comey, who probably shouldn't even be at the 135 because he looked too big. He probably weight drained, to be honest. He been at the division too long, right? And then a flat-footed Nakatani. So it looks crazy height-wise, but it's the same thing with Canelo. Canelo was fighting all them tall dudes, and they didn't skillfully, they wasn't on his level. So just being tall is not going to get it done. You're not fighting like a tall Paul Williams who's coming to win, got heart, and is durable and throws 1,000 punches around. That's different. So that's the reality with boxing. Like the one black fighter who's being ostracized for his recent fights or his whole resume, his fights are actually competitive. And it's not because he's not a great fighter. It's because they're competitive fights because of the B side is they know he's a great fighter and they know he's at the top of the totem pole for his divisions. So they're really trying. It's like Floyd Mayweather told me, not me specifically, but Floyd Mayweather once said on an interview, he said, people say this and that about my fights, but these guys, they really coming to win. He said they was coming to win because I'm Floyd Mayweather. So if I knock off Floyd Mayweather, man, the world is my oyster. And that's what Tank got. Tank got that for his generation. He got that baby. If I knock Tank off, I'm lit. Because guys losing to Tank get thrown in big fights if they hold a good account of themselves. Mario Barrios, he said, I got to move up, give my body a break on the weight cut. He got a pay-per-view fight with Keith Thurman off a loss. So that goes to show you in the PBC wheelhouse, if you scrap like Mario Barrios was scrapping, you'll get big opportunities. Bro, if you sign the top rank, you getting thrown in the scrap heap if you lose. That's a fact, Jack. Bro, my boy Kenneth Sims Jr. beat Elvis Rodriguez, who they was priming up. This man lost, and they dropped him, and PBC picked him up. Andy Ruiz barely lost. I don't even think he lost to Joseph Parker. They didn't look at Andy Ruiz's career. Ask Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz lost to Joseph Parker, a fight he really didn't lose, and he had a fight overseas, and then Andy Ruiz got stalled out. They didn't put him in the ring for like a year. So it's a different level. Meanwhile, Pitbull Cruz just lost. I guarantee you they put Pitbull Cruz back in action. Like he'll get a night. He's not going to get dropped. I promise you that. I promise you Pitbull Cruz is not going to get dropped. Just like Mario Barrios, he on a pay-per-view off a loss. So that's what boxing really should be. It shouldn't just be about a loss, but if you handle square biz like Sean Porter in some of his losses or Mario Barrios or Pitbull Cruz, we want to see you again. And that's how it should be. Bro, the people, I'm just being real. Ryan Garcia, the people he beat, I never want to see him again. Ever. Fonseca, no desire to ever watch him again. I'm being real. Why do I ever, honestly, if I'm lying, y'all gonna prove me wrong. And I know I'm not finna let that happen. I work too hard for mine. I work too hard for this. Would you rather watch Fonseca in a big fight or a Pitbull Cruz? Okay. Boop. Okay. Bro, listen, who do you have a desire to watch again? Isaac Pitbull Cruz or Francisco Fonseca, who Ryan Garcia fought? Okay. Vote. Who do you at home have a desire to watch fight again in a high profile fight? Pitbull, Isaac Cruz, or Francisco Fonseca, who Ryan Garcia knocked out and Tank knocked out and Tevin Farmer beat? Okay. Who do you have a desire to watch compete in high-level fights? Mario Barrios or Luke Campbell? Oh, yeah, mate, it's like a bang, mate, it's bollock, mate. Luke Campbell or Mario Barrios? We going fight for fight. We going ops for ops. We going B-side versus B-side. Who do you want to see fight again? Mario Barrios or Luke Campbell? Okay. Who do you want to see come back? Leo Santa Cruz or Richard Comey? We going fight for fight, op for op. Who would you rather see in a high profile fight? Leo Santa Cruz coming back after, a nice rest, Mr. King Palmer, or Richard Comey in another big fight? Bro, Leo is a beast and he's a good dude. I think there's still great fights for Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz can fight Gary Russell and I'm all in. That's a great fight. Or Magdalene, what's the name? The one that Gary Russell's supposed to be fighting, Magsayo. That's a cracking fight. Magsayo and Leo, make it happen. Brandon Figueroa, if he move up in weight or something. Because I don't know what weight he going to be at, but whatever. Something like that. Brandon Figueroa, Leo Santa Cruz. He's still got some options despite being knocked out. So how is it that y'all allowing old media to try to dictate with some bullish agenda? Like Tank ain't fighting nobody. Bro, Tank is fighting guys they lose and they still valuable. Top rank, they got Lomachenko fighting people, and then after he blazed them, they're not valuable like that. Figueroa too big? You don't know boxing. How is Figueroa too big and Leo just fought at 130 pounds and Figueroa's in the 120s? What are you talking about? Figueroa's at 122. How's he too big, bro? You don't know boxing. Listen. He not even in the division. Leo just fought at 130 and was hanging in there with Tank. How's he too big? How's he too big? You don't know boxing. Listen, don't ever interrupt me. You don't know boxing. Don't interrupt me, bro. You start your own channel. You get where I got. Don't interrupt me. You don't know what you're talking about. Bro, Tank fights people, and if they look decent or don't get knocked out, or if they hold a good account of themselves, they get big opportunities. That's how it should be. Like Pitbull Cruz. Book it. It's that simple. Block Pest. Yeah, you a pest. That's a good one. That's a good name for you. I ain't saying nothing about Brandon Lee. So yeah, man, now you see, we got a pay-per-view guy. Mayweather Promotions is like, we got a pay-per-view guy. They keep saying, and they just building it off from there, right? ESPN like, we got a guy who can't sell in Lomachenko. The crowd look boo-boo.
All of that fat pocket that would.
And then they like, let's just clout chase, bruh. It's sad. That's not what boxing should be about. You know what I'm saying? That's not what it should be about. Like, why are you wasting precious, like, you know how many people would love to be on TV? You know how many people love to be on TV? You wasting precious airwaves and, televised space to talk about Tank and say he sucks and all. I mean, it's corny, bro. I'll stand by that. Loma's overrated. Bro, and the other thing is this. Whoever done started that Lomachenko got a great defense, stop it, bro. Y'all used to tell me that Lomachenko has a great defense, bro. Look at his face. He does not have no great defense. His offense is his defense. He's so busy that maybe you'll shell up and you won't. He does not have a good defense, bro. Tank, listen to me. Tank's defense is wavy. Tank's defense is spicy. Tank got a way better defense. Tank is a more complete fighter. Lomachenko is one of them like athletic fighters that once his athleticism slows down, bro, he's not going to be the same fighter. I promise you. Fundamentals pay the bills in this sport of boxing. Like, okay, for example, Nonito Donaire is a G. Shout out to my Bay Area brethren. Shout out to ND Nonito Donaire. That's different. Nonito Donaire has fundamental skills and he does have power, but he's not just trying to yap you out of here with power with the speed. He was like really putting it together. Nonito Donaire, if you look at his last fight last night, he was boxing and he wasn't showing the left hand, which I predicted in real time because I'm the best when it comes to boxing talk. He was getting a lot of work with the right. It was and getting, that's the benefit when you got power in both hands. If you're not a one-handed fighter and you got power in both, then both are weapons. Some guys that are like left hand dominant or right hand dominant, once you take that away, they're not the same fighter. So that shows you that Donaire is a beast because he got the experience. He wasn't flashing the left. Everybody looking for the left. Everybody looking for that left hook. So he was right hand getting a lot of respect with that. So when he started to integrate or introduce the left hand more, then he ended up stopping the dude like I predicted, hook to the body, take that liver, and it's over for you. Lomachenko does not have a good defense, bro, at all. Pernell Whitaker has a great defense. Floyd Mayweather. James Toney was beast, bro. Y'all hating on James Toney. James Toney knock y'all lights out. Shout out to YouTube. We getting paid by YouTube. Mr. Riviera. I'm late to the live. Here's my late fee. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Riviera. Bro, Loma be looking like this after all his fights. Face all swole up. Bro, his offense is his defense. And as soon as that goes away, Lomachenko goes away. I promise you. Versus a Floyd Mayweather or Bernard Hopkins, when you have fundamental skills and ability, you're going to let Juan Manuel Marquez. He's a counterpuncher. So all he has to do is get in position and line you up, pick his shots, take his time. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Guys like Lomachenko are like Sergio Martinez. Like, for example, God forbid, I'm not wishing injury upon nobody, but you look at Sergio Martinez, if Lomachenko knee got messed up, it's a wrap. He'll get 8. He'll get 8. If he loses his legs and or the ability to pounce around and jump in and just by a hair. But a guy like Tank Davis and a guy like Floyd Mayweather, they can win a fight off injury just with skill. That's what Tank literally did. Bro, his hand was messed up. He showed you the next day his hand looking like a balloon. And he won with skill. So that's impressive. Floyd Mayweather win with skill. Like they could, bro, I forgot what fight, but I remember Floyd was like, man, my hand would hurt me. And maybe the Guerrero fight. There's probably a lot of fights. Floyd got brittle hands. You know what I'm saying? But he could still, you won't even know because he's a warrior. You know what I'm saying? So you won't even know Floyd messed up until after the fight. And he take the fight and his hands feel like hand pulsating. And Lomachenko, he loses legs, it's a wrap. If he get like a knee injury or torn ligament, it's a wrap. I promise. It's new Sergio Martinez. Just how Cotto cooked him, bro. Because his style is not indicative of being able to be in the pocket and not fight. Listen, put it this way. I'm gonna try to put this in layman's terms. Every single Lomachenko fight looks the same. And in my opinion, that's not a great thing. What I mean is this. All the hate that a black fighter, Floyd Mayweather, got, his wins are not the same. The way he fought Zab Judah ain't the same way he fought Robert Guerrero or another southpaw. You see what I'm saying? Floyd is different. Sometimes Floyd comes straight to you. Sometimes he's like in the pocket. Sometimes he's off the road. He's doing so many different things. Lomachenko, every single fight looks the same, except for the Teofimo. He didn't get off for 6 rounds. You know what I mean? But it's just the bouncing and moving and getting in and blah blah blah. Every round looks the same. Every fight looks the same. So that shows me that's his style. And he's a longtime amateur, so he's gonna be dead set in that style. He can't be like, you know what would give him problems? If Brandon Figueroa was at his weight class, a guy like that, bro, Lomachenko, that style is gonna give him problems. Brandon Figueroa was coming through like the Terminator, bro. I promise you, all these black fighters that y'all hating on, Lomachenko, I promise you, if there is an equivalent sized person, he won't be able to deal with them the same. And if you disagree with what I'm saying, make the fight. So, for example, the way Cool Boy Fulton stayed poised and had this relentless, nonstop Terminator, you close your boots, give them to me, and Brandon Figueroa, and it's like no matter what he was throwing, the guy was just walking through everything. That style will give Lomachenko a lot of prop. Like if Brandon Figueroa was at lightweight right now and he was naturally of the size, that would give him prop. Maidana, a guy like Maidana, can Lomachenko beat Maidana when Maidana was at 140 or 147? That's why Lomachenko knows he's tapped out. He can't go higher. If he go higher, he getting cooked. Because now you can't even stop dudes at 135. You tapped out, bro. You fight Regis Prograis, he's not gonna be discouraged enough by Loma's type of pop. Even like Brandon Lee's, guys like that, bro, those would be the roughest fights. Loma would get slept at 40 or above. I promise you. Guaranteed. Like, imagine Loma. Okay, listen. The funny thing is this. If I'm not mistaken, Floyd and Loma started both at featherweight, right? Floyd moved up to 54, and he campaigned for sure at 47. Loma at 47, a dead man. If Loma fought Maidana after the Broner win at 47, he getting decapitated. He get hit too much, bro. And Maidana, he too ruthless. Maidana be on that thug life. He got a gun tattoo. Bro, any guy that got a gun tattooed on his side, bro, he the Argentine Wesley Pipes. He got a gun tattooed on his hip. I'm not messing with that man. So you know he got the strap. If he keep that, bro, you know how people say, I keep it on me? I keep that on me? Bro, Maidana really keep it on him. Literally, he got a tattoo of a gun. A big gun, too. Bro, I'm telling you, Loma, his success rate, his career will be in shambles above 140. Because he's not, it's just his style won't mesh and gel with that. Bro, I'm telling you what style. Danny Garcia, when he was at 140, if Loma fought Danny Garcia, I'm picking Danny. Because Danny's too big a puncher and his timing. Loma, bro, I promise you, I wish in a mythical world, I can show you, like, have made these fights. Bro, if Loma fought Danny when Danny was at 140, I speak the truth. You talk about Danny, don't talk about no gosh darn look at Mati. You talk about Danny, champ of the world, talk about Philly. Bro, Angel Garcia would have been hyped because y'all would be talking about Danny, champ of the world, Philly. Danny would lean Lomachenko so crazy. I've said that for years, bro. Bro, it would be like the Amir Khan fight. You know what I'm saying? Where he got to adjust to Loma speed and stuff. But as soon as he adjusted, that no look, bro, that Danny no look, and he gonna take Shang Tsung, finish him. I promise you. Bro, Eric Morales is fundamentally sound, and Danny spun him around. Zab Judah got speed and power in his southpaw and all that, and Danny like had him bad at one point. Loyal to the game boxing, classic Argentine Wesley Pipes. Let's go. Ready. Bro, talk about Danny, champ of the... Bro, can you imagine Jaron Ennis versus Loma Bro, this man will be, I'm telling you, he can't. And the reason I'm saying this, because now you're like, oh, come on, that's not fair. How is it not fair? Y'all said he was better than Floyd. Y'all said Loma was better than Floyd, and Floyd moved up to 54. So clearly he's not better than Floyd, because Floyd moved to 47 and fought the best. Loma does not have the style where he can fight the best at 47. Jaron Ennis will claim this man on his taxes. You see what I'm saying? Jaron Ennis, Loma, he wouldn't even have a chance, bro. Styles make fights. I'm trying to tell y'all. Kamal Oz said haters said that Fox wouldn't renew their PBC contract for 2022. Guess what? Kamal is demolishing y'all. Thurman versus Barrios in January on Fox pay-per-view. They also said Fox had no money. Exactly. Bro, you're not going to be able to do that pitter-patter jumping stuff with everybody, especially when you get to the bigger guys. Man, Pacquiao beat Loma. Man, remember Pacquiao, Loma said Pacquiao, oh man, Pacquiao beat the out of Loma. Pacquiao beat Lomachenko head in, bro, for him. I'm just, y'all seeing this. Bro, I think Gervonta would lean Loma too. Bro, this is at least the second time where Lomachenko has somebody like almost out of there, and then they survive for a lengthy amount of time. Like, he hurt Pedraza very bad, and then Pedraza, he threw 1,000 punches, and the rest of the round 11, he had do you know how long 2 minutes is when you hurt like that? And he survives that round, and then he survives the whole 12 round. Richard Comey was hurt badly off the break in round 7, and he survives 5 more rounds. Bro, Leo Santa Cruz got hurt before he got knocked out, and he started fighting fire with fire, and he threw the same punch. You know what I'm saying? He threw the same punch 3 times, and it was a wrap. It was a wrap. He got countered, and it was done. He got hurt in that round, and then Tank finished him in that round. These are the realities, people. Loma, he letting people off the hook. Bro, he like a poor man's Roy Jones. You could tell he's inspired. He even said that. He was inspired by Roy Jones. Bro, Roy Jones was spicy. Loma is unseasoned chicken compared to Roy Jones. It's just what it is. Because he tried to do the Roy Jones. He like, bro, you know what's funny to me? It's funny when black people do something and people act like they're not impressed by it. And then when a white person or a non-black person does the same thing, then everybody acts like they're marveled by it. I think that's pretty funny. I really do. Like, you have Lil Richard. I said a wop bop a tutti frutti. Woo! You got Ray Charles and Lil Richard and all these people, and they hitting y'all with the soul music and rock and roll and whatever. And then people are like, oh yeah, nerd music. You know what I'm saying? They act like it's nothing. And then Elvis Presley shake his hips and do rock and roll, and then people are like, oh yeah, this is music. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, what? How is that? Like, it's cool if you like Elvis, but it's like, how you don't like Ray Charles? How you don't like Lil Richard, Chuck Berry? Like, it's weird. Same thing with Roy Jones. Anything Loma do, Roy Jones did 1,000,000 times better and 1,000,000 times over. Roy Jones, when he did it in multiple fights. He fought Vinny Pazienza, and he was like, man, get this man out of here. And Vinny Pazienza was like on the ropes. He was like, get him out of here. And the ref didn't. He's like, okay. Yeah. And then Vinny Pazienza, who they made a movie for, he flies into the ropes. That's what happened. But y'all don't know boxing. Bro, Roy Jones took the time from the ass whooping to pause it to let you know that I'm about to destroy him if you don't get him up out of there. Up out of there. Ain't nothing but a gate to party. Right? Roy Jones let you know it was about to be bad. So pull this man out of here before I pull him out of here. You see what I'm saying? And he did that. He did that in the Pazienza fight. And there he fought this big black buff dude, Bryant Brandon. And he did the same thing. But y'all don't know boxing, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. Bryant Brandon, watch that fight. Big, dark-skinned black dude. He looked like a fullback or something. And Roy was, the dude was trying to fight Roy like Bulldog or whatever he was trying, because he was buff or whatever. Bryant Brandon, watch that fight. And then Roy was just like, bing, bing, bing. And he was like, man, ref, get him out of here. Get out of here. And then the ref was like, no, keep going. And he's like, okay. And then he just laced him up, and then dude spills about. Lomachenko tried to do that, and then the dude survived for 5 more rounds. Oh, that's funny, bro. He's like, get him out of here. Get him. He tried to do the Roy Jones, and then the guy survived 12. That's kind of embarrassing, to be honest, bro. That's kind of embarrassing. You try to, man, pull him out. You got to finish. You know what I'm saying? You got to pull the trigger. You got to pull the trigger. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't get him out of here. Get him out of here. And then you don't even get him out of there like Roy did it. But whatever. Loma is caviar to me. Hyped up foolishness. Hand me a spicy chicken thigh. Why is caviar so popular? Bro, he got the complexion for the protection. Shout out to Rudy. What's up? He said he caviar. He said he want that chicken thigh with it. I was mad disappointed. Bro, that's Tim Ballhead Bradley. He the one that said that. He ain't never seen this before. Bro, how you never seen it before? And I gave you 2 examples of it. And I'm not even the boxer. Bro, that's what I told you. I'm the best in boxing history. I told you. So Tim Bradley, a former professional fighter, and he was like marveled by it. And I'm not marveled by it because I seen somebody actually say, get him out of here, and then actually get him out of here when the ref refused. And that was Roy Jones Jr. So how is Tim Bradley a former fighter and I'm not the former fighter, and he can't think of a time where that happened in boxing history? And immediately when I seen Lomachenko do that, I said he biting Roy Jones. ASAP. So what does that say? That's the first thing. When he said that, I was like, oh, he's trying to be like Roy. That's the first thing that came to mind. And Bradley, oh, we've never seen it in testicles or testatori. Vinny Testaverde, whatever his name is, he was like, oh, what? That was crazy. Bro, that was not crazy. Roy told the ref that multiple times to end the fight, and then the dude didn't do it, and then he ended the fight like he said. That's crazy. That's like Steph Curry when he like go into the locker and he lob it up and make the basket. Loma said, get him out of here, and couldn't get him out of here. Bro, what are we talking about? That's not extraordinary to me. If you're going to be a showman and flamboyant, like Prince Nassim was better at the showmanship because Prince Nassim would drag you up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Roy hit dude with 5 hooks in a row. I mean, Roy, he just different, bro. Yesterday, Loma did the Roy Jones show of mercy, and Milk Dud was like, we never seen this show of mercy before. What? That's exactly what we shout to Ness. That's exactly what we talking about. Boy, Roy the GOAT. Try to tell y'all. Bro, listen, and here's the thing. What I've noticed, if you notice recently with Top Rank, you look at recently, how come all the fights been like more one-sided? You see what I'm saying? Like Jared Anderson demolishes the dude. Like it hasn't even been competitive matchmaking. Lomachenko, Nakatani, Lomachenko versus Comey. It's like one-sided. Like, bro, how do you see? That's what I'm saying. That's how you know it's clever matchmaking. How is PBC putting on like the dude Crowley versus Abu Kakarov, and the dude that's supposed to win and become Errol Spence's mandatory, he gets upset. And then people thought Fulton was just going to blaze Brandon Figueroa, and it's a super competitive fight. And then Charlo, he fights Montiel, and Montiel had already been knocked out by Jaime Munguia. People think Charlo's just finna bomb him out, and it's a super competitive. Well, I wouldn't even say it's super competitive, but it was more competitive down the stretch than people expected. Charlo Castano, instant classic. Bro, some of this top rank looking like WWE. It's like you doing the matchmaking so crazy where it's like there can only be one outcome. You see what I'm saying? Like how does this even happen? You look at the Devin Haney JoJo undercard that Eddie Hearn put together. Every single fight was a mismatch. Every single one. One-sided. Like, I'm not saying we have to see an upset every time, but there's a far cry from competitive and upset. In between there is just a good fight. Like the Abdul Kakarov versus Crowley, that was a cracking fight. That was cracking, bro. Fulton Figueroa was cracking. Like that, bro, when they had them two cruiserweights, that Django fight with them black dark-skinned dudes, that was cracking. You seen what's the name? Jordan Rice. What's his name? I'm tripping. Rice versus Michael Coffey. Same thing. Michael Coffey was looking exceptional prior to that moment, and he got in there with that Johnny Rice. That's his name. He got in there with Johnny Rice, and he gets upset. And it's like, I'm looking at the top rank. Is everyone just getting knocked out? Everyone's just getting blazed, like one-sided. You look at DAZN undercard, everyone's just getting blazed. You know, it's like, what's the name? DAZN had Jessica McCaskill, and she's just in there, and this chick is a pinata getting blazed. Man, I don't know, bro. Boxing looking weird to me. You know, even fights that some people thought would be good, Shakur Jamel Herring, blazed. It's like not even competitive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's not entertaining to me, bro. Like, Tank Davis literally fought a guy on late notice, and the guy came up and became a player in the game just because he was competitive. But then you put Lomachenko, and it's exactly how you think a Lomachenko-Comey fight should look in 2021. No, like, it's just, I don't know. It's looking like WWE. Y'all WWE, bro. Doggy pup. What's up? Appreciate you. And then like T.O. has a super upset, and it's not even on Top Rank. It's on DAZN. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. It's looking weird, bro. Bro, I'm asking a real question. What is the last Top Rank fight that you thought the outcome was going to be said thing, and the fight took place on Top Rank, and then the outcome was completely different? Name 3 fights like that. Name 3 Top Rank fights this year. Name 3 Top Rank fights this year where you thought X, Y, and Z was going to happen, and you were like, wow. And like the bigger fight, not like undercard, like because I want something that people know. Like the bigger fight cards. So it was on Top Rank only. And what you thought, and it was this year, that's very easy criteria. A Top Rank fight on Top Rank only, where going in, your preconceived notions was X guy is going to win, and the fight was either upset or way more competitive than you ever anticipated it to be. Pedraza Rodriguez? What? Petrosha, I don't know, bro. I'm just saying, I'm not saying like part of boxing is the fact that it's a sport. That it's a sport. Like, and even here's another thing. Like, look at the Top Rank recently. Edgar Berlanga, all of his fights on Top Rank, he was getting like first round knockouts with the exception of the Nicholson dude, right? Then he does a joint where they send Edgar Berlanga to the Fox card for Wilder Fury Part 3. And then that was the fight that Edgar Berlanga was in super tough on a different network. Do you understand what I'm saying? Teofimo fought Kambosos on a different network, and that was a fight where it was an unexpected outcome. And I think these are good to have that on your network because boxing is the theater of the unknown, and it keeps people on the edge of their seats. Like, oh man, I thought Fulton was going to have an easier time, but Figueroa is ruthless. You see what I'm saying? Or like, man, I thought Charlo was going to blaze Castaño, but Castaño's coming with it. Or man, Jamal Charlo hit him with some smoke. How's Montiel still standing? You know what I mean? Dang, Pitbull Cruz, he's coming with, he wants to smoke, and Tank hurt his hand. What's going to happen? Like, that's part of what makes boxing entertaining, is the fact that it's like the theater of the unknown. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. But I'm not really seeing that with certain promoters, right? That's just my honest opinion. Like Lomachenko, Comey, no surprises. No surprise. It's not like I just want to see Loma lose. It's just no surprise. There's like no moments in the fight that played out any. So it's like, I damn near don't even have to watch the fight to know the outcome. That's not a good position. Shout out to my man, Jesse Carl. I don't know. I don't think that's a good space to be in boxing where the forecast for all your fights are readily known. You know what I'm saying? I said a fight this year, Manny versus Jeff Horn, didn't happen this year. Manny fought Ugas this year. Did not happen. Manny versus Horn was years ago. I'm not worried about that. I was like when Top Rank first got an ESPN deal. I'm not worried. I've said this year. Verdejo versus the Japanese fighter that KO'd him, Nakatani. Was that this year though? Because Nakatani fought Lomachenko this year. So I don't even know if that was this year. I don't remember, but I don't know if that was this year. I'm just saying part of the thrill that makes boxing scintillate. Like nobody knew the Crowley dude was going to beat the understood mandatory. Nakatani fight was in 2020. See, y'all don't know boxing. I'm the greatest. Man, I'm out. I'm the greatest. I just looked it up. Nakatani versus, listen, y'all can't answer the question. Y'all try to stump me and puzzle me. I told y'all. I just looked it up. Nakatani fight was in 2020. Y'all don't know boxing. That's why off the top of my head, I spot the fake. I spot the foul. Y'all try to throw me curveballs and stuff. And with no encyclopedia, no Wikipedia, I'm still out here. I told you my brain, I'll be too surgical with this. I said, name a fight this year. Y'all talking about Verdejo versus the Japanese fighter. You don't know his name. I told you his name, Nakatani. Then I said this year. And then I looked up the fight after because I just told you. I was like, this fight I don't think it happened this year. How is my memory so clutch? Robert Horry, Kobe, Michael Jordan. How's my memory this clutch? I told you. I was like, I don't think that happened this year because Loma fought Nakatani this year. So when would they have fought this year? They fought last year, 2020. Y'all don't know about boxing. Any other questions? Y'all try to stump me with these answers and stuff. I'm too fast. Man, I'm out. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. This is wasting my time. Everybody have a good day. I'm out.